everyone. Welcome to Talk Consensually to Me with your hosts,
Maggie
and Bree.
Are you looking for some
Questionable advice from strangers? Well, you've come to the right place.
We're here to talk about your most personal details, relationships, dating, sex, everything.
And today's episode will be all about
cheating.
Let's
get started.
That was really good, too.
Thank you. That's Seth. Seth's back today. We've been trying to make our intros and outros better, and it's not going great. But Seth's here.
Hello.
And his calming presence will do us some good. So, my little talk was correct. We're going to talk about cheating with Seth. Hey, Seth.
Hello.
Have you ever cheated?
No.
Good.
I've been the other man before, though.
The other man?
Yeah, I've been the other guy. One time. When I was like 14.
What is that called? Like when you have, what's the other party called? Like there's the adulterer, and then...
The mistress?
You're the mistress.
Yeah, I was a mistress.
So you're a mistress when you were 14.
Yeah, well, maybe I wasn't even 14.
What?
Pretty young.
How's that even happen?
Is this a story that you can tell with us?
Yeah,
it's
it's
now
not a big
juicy.
deal. It's not that juicy.
Okay.
My mom was seeing a guy, and he had a daughter that was, I think, pretty close to my age, or maybe a year younger than me. And she would come down and visit. He had partial custody or whatever. She was an adult-ish enough, whatever, so that she could choose when she wanted to come visit.
Right, this is like 13, 14?
Yeah, it's like 13, 14 years old. Keep in mind, I am also that age, so it's not weird. But anyway, she had some like little dweeby boyfriend, and I was like, but I'm super cool, which was a lie, but she didn't know that, so we made out, and that was my other man.
But did you find out then that she had a boyfriend?
Oh, no, I knew. I just didn't care.
Right on.
Nah.
Them 14-year-old morals.
Yeah, it's fine.
That moral compass gets a little stretched there. Okay, so cheating questions.
Brady,
have you ever cheated?
Yes. Yes, I have.
How'd that go?
Not well. Not good for the whole anxiety condition thing I've got going on.
Right.
It was hell for a while.
Right.
A lot of guilt. I'm terrible at being a cheater. I felt way too guilty for that garbage.
Well, get better, I guess.
Yeah.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect.
Mm.
If you're gonna do it right.
That's amazing. Okay, so here are the questions. These I found on Reddit. This one comes from Dick-Shaped Sound Waves. My girlfriend has been searching her ex's name on Facebook a handful of times. How should I feel?
That seems relatively innocuous, unless you have reasons to believe that something else is going on.
I remember in the little, like the section that explains way more detail, that they had a kid together, her and the ex.
Okay.
He was a deadbeat, though.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the fun thing about chicks. A lot of us are crazy. A lot of us get super curious about our exes and their friends and their ex-girlfriends. And we will stalk the shit out of everybody.
I have been known to search for an ex just to see if they got fat.
Oh man, that's my favorite thing to do. Look up exes and then laugh at how terrible they look now. It's a great pastime.
I did it more when I wasn't fat.
Yeah.
But now that I am, well, there's no need to check.
For me, it's I still do it. And I tell myself I shouldn't because, I've let myself go too, but they're so much worse. I'm better.
I'm winning.
I win.
So, but should he worry about cheating, though? I mean, what would you say?
I feel like everything that ever shows up on this show ends up being about communication. I just ask him. I mean, if you trust her, I guess. I don't know. If there's some other thing there, then maybe.
Okay, here's a good question for you about communication. This one's a doozy, but I thought it was important. This one came from someone named Carolu? I faked an email to see his reaction, and he called me on it. Is this as bad as it seems? Now here's what happened. I did something fairly stupid. Hang on, let me get in character.
Breathe in, breathe out.
And
okay. That's pregnancy.
I did something fairly stupid, and I don't know what the result really is. My fiancé has been reluctant to give me a wedding date. He keeps saying that he wants to go through the church. His church, even though he doesn't actually go to church. We're both fallen away Catholics. He wants to go through all the church protocol, and I think it's a delay tactic. He wants to avoid it at all cost. So today, I thought I would test him. I made up a fake email address and said I was at the church and wanted to reach out to schedule a date for the meeting and offered several spring wedding dates. He told me he had already emailed the church and received no response. When he received the email, he responded back to the woman and said that she was fake and a very sick person, and he knew who she really was. He forwarded me the email and texted me and said I was crazy and sick and to stop playing games. So here's what I learned. He obviously never contacted the church in the first place, because why would he have been so appalled that she emailed them and tried to schedule with them? Also, I'm going to very big extremes, and I just saw that he will stop at nothing. Yeah. What do you think of his reaction?
Huh. That's a hot mess.
It's a hot mess. The thing that gets me is he called her sick. That's pretty crazy to me. Like, to me, I don't know why, but that's like a really big insult.
I don't think I would have taken as much of offense to it as he would have.
No, it's not like she
It's not a
was
huge
pretending to
deal.
be another woman and try to catch him cheating.
No,
on
which
her or
is
something.
honestly at the very beginning, I jumped immediately to that. I'm like, oh, she's going to try to tempt him as somebody else, but no, she was just trying to find out some information. Well, is it kind of strange? Yeah. Again, I would just talk to the person, but his reaction to that is pretty volatile.
See, okay, this is why I put it in the cheating category, because there's no real mention of cheating, but just how appalled he was. I mean, that was extreme. It sounded like she's emailed him a picture of, like, rotten human flesh.
Yeah,
And
it doesn't seem to fit. That reaction doesn't fit. Did it say, I'm sorry, I must have zoned out, did it say how long they were together?
No,
that?
but, like, they're engaged, so, I mean, he must have popped the question.
Presumably, yeah. But what's to say that they haven't been together, like, just a couple months or something, and he's immediately regretting this decision, but he's too afraid to, again, context is really important here.
Yeah. I personally think without a reaction that big, something fishy's happening.
I don't think they're gonna get married.
I think they're going to have a kid and then get married.
I'm going to have to return that toaster I bought for them.
That would be problematic, but toasters are pretty inexpensive, so you're not out too much.
This one is a 6-slicer.
That is a fancy toaster.
Okay. Am I overthinking or being cheated on? Let's see, let me skim. This one's not important. If forgiveness is so important in relationships or marriage, then why can't cheating be forgiven? This one's pretty deep. It's sent in by Sabrina 972. So why can't you forgive cheating?
Well, it's really hard to come back from losing trust in your partner, and one of the biggest foundations for a successful relationship is trust. So I guess that kind of covers all of that, and I wish that was a funnier answer, but hey, whatever.
I picture a pyramid, or like, relationships are like Jenga. Trust is like the bottom 3 levels of Jenga.
So you're saying you should very carefully choose your lies so you don't topple the trust?
Yeah,
tower?
and like, not too fast. And
So you've got
not too many.
you've got to be conservative with those lies.
That's right.
Right.
You can poke all kinds of holes in that relationship tower and it'll still stay standing as long as you're careful.
Oh
Yeah.
man, this is too close to home.
Yeah.
Jenga.
Jenga.
That's awesome.
Jenga is relationships.
I think it can be forgiven personally. I mean, it really depends on circumstances.
It definitely depends on circumstances.
Shades of gray and all that.
Yeah.
I suspect my new BF is talking to other girls. I'm spiraling and doing nothing I'm proud of.
Ooh, interested
What
in
does
what they're
that
not
mean?
proud of. Things.
I don't know. But basically, this guy still has all his dating apps and they've been together for 2 months. Thoughts?
Define together at this point.
I mean, the way she's acting, it sounds like it's pretty serious.
It's also very new. And
At least on her side, it's serious.
this could be a one-sided thing, right? But it sounds to me like if all those dating apps are still going on and she's aware of it, then maybe things aren't what she thinks they are. Maybe they're just casual fuck buddies.
Okay, so say for fun that they are in a serious relationship, but he still has dating apps.
This sounds like one of your buddies.
It does. I was also thinking that. He who shall remain nameless.
He who shall remain nameless, but loves to use his dating apps even after he's quote unquote together with somebody.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to would I have known him on a dating
Oh
app?
yeah, 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so don't do that. Okay, so I will say one time, tell me if this is okay. This is horrible. I made a Tinder, but I was a guy on Tinder. I had this guy Tinder for while I was in a relationship, and I used it. This is horrible. I shouldn't be admitting this.
Just go on. I need to hear this.
Too far deep now.
I
Too far
need
gone.
this.
Gotta do it.
The
Just
girls
bask in
that put horrible things in their bio, like guys 5'6" may not apply, and they looked really. I lowered their self-esteem. I would just make the. I wouldn't message any girl first. It was up to them.
Whether
And
they wanted it or not.
like, yeah. And I just wouldn't give them what they wanted. Like, they would be like, tell me I'm pretty. And I would just send back, nah. And, like, the shorter I was, like, the more that these girls tried to come at me. It was very interesting.
Yeah, it does sound like an interesting social experiment that you perform.
And I would just get, like, really upset, like, on really bad dates or, like, something like that. I would just get on there and just, I guess, be emotionally distant to strangers.
Which was the original tagline for this show, but we decided to nix it.
And, like, that's so horrible, and I hate that I did that.
You know, the beauty of technology is it allows you to be petty in so many different ways now.
Like, okay, I feel like Robin Hood a little bit. Like, I gave
Robin Hood of the Tinder world.
you know, I gave confidence to the girls that needed it, but kind of took away from the girls that had too much.
To be fair, if those chicks, like, did they continue talking to you even after you're being shitty?
I would not, like, get on there for, like, months because I wasn't a guy trying to hook up with anyone. And I would get, like, paragraphs. And you know how girls say that guys switch, that they're super sweet, and then they're like, F you, you're ugly anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I would get those, too. From girls. They're like, you don't deserve me at my best. And I'm like, okay.
Marilyn, calm down.
Right.
Well,
So, it was a strange experience.
It is strange.
But I enjoyed it.
I lost my thought.
I was a British guy, in case you guys are wondering, because I had that accent, and I was a financial advisor for a high company.
Okay.
And I was here for a short period of time and wasn't looking for anything serious. And my bio said, prove yourself.
Oh, man. That's rough.
So, that's what I did.
Ooh, to be fair, some girls really get a kick out of being treated like garbage. Maybe you're just fulfilling that weird fantasy of being British.
Like, while I'm admitting it, like, this isn't therapeutic. I feel really bad. I haven't thought this deeply into it before.
Yeah, catharsis isn't for everybody.
I'm sorry.
One of those people might be listening to this someday, and
And they'll
I need to
still
clarify.
have no idea.
I need to clarify, I never, like, had any intentions to meet with these women. I wasn't catfishing anyone. No emotional relationships were attached.
well, you straight up said in your bio, not looking for anything serious.
No, I made that very clear. I wanted it to be known.
Not my fault they can't read.
So, okay.
Gosh.
I'm just pure evil.
And you kept this secret for years.
I feel like I'm transforming into, like, the Wicked Witch right now. Like, my skin's turning green. Okay, so here's the thing I have issue with when we do...
I don't even remember what question we were on when we got off of
something about cheating.
Guy had a bunch of dating apps.
Oh, okay, dating apps.
Girl's been with him for 2 months.
Yeah.
Very likely they're not even in a real relationship.
If you have a actual relationship, and I'm also kind of talking to your friend that you know, you shouldn't do that. You should be with someone where you don't need to also have dating apps.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great if you're in a happy relationship where you don't feel the need to even look
Odd. But
at
there's
other options?
Now, on the other side, I do think it could be fun in the right couple if they both made a fake account and messed with people like you did, Maggie.
You know how romantic that would be if they found each other through fake accounts?
That would be, that'd be interesting.
Oh, that would be, we need to write a movie script. Romance of the Century. 2 trolls finding love together.
I love it.
That'd be interesting.
Troll my bridge. Wait.
No.
Okay. It's a working title.
We'll work on it.
Well, that's fun. What I was referring to instead was actually, like, if I was in a relationship with somebody and me and my significant other had a joint Tinder account,
Oh,
And
where
we
you like
mess with people
both
that way.
roll?
Yeah, as a team.
That would be fun.
That would be funsies. Want to do it?
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah.
fun first date idea.
First date idea.
For a first date, want to crush some people, some strangers.
That's when you know it's
Let's-
serious.
Let's destroy other people. Okay.
Mhm.
Oh man, we're all terrible.
Yeah.
We're all terrible.
Not the
terrible
most
people.
uplifting podcast.
Oh yeah.
Well, what's about cheating?
Yeah, well, more that you're kind of crushing any ethos you would have maybe had with these people.
Yeah.
To be fair, our tagline is questionable advice from strangers.
It's true. We never said we were like pros.
No, we're a
Well,
work in progress.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay, so here's a question for you. Say your close friend has a girlfriend and you didn't know her beforehand, but now you guys have become really good friends throughout their relationship. Now you know your friend is cheating on the girl.
Ooh.
Who would your ties to? Like, who would you...
That's always a terrible situation. to be
Where do
put
your
in.
loyalties lie? That's the saying.
Yeah.
So I've been in a situation similar to this, but actually it was the other way around. I had a male friend that I had, whose girlfriend I knew had cheated with one of my other friends, actually. And when I went to the guy about it, he was really like cool and receptive about it, but nothing ever came of it because he ended up taking her side. And you know, to get real here for a second, my father actually lost one of his childhood friends over something like that because he was trying to look out for him. Completely dismissed him. They didn't talk for like 15 or 20 years.
So do you think it's best to then keep quiet?
I don't know. I think you have to read the room. You have to understand like what's going on with this person. Like, I mean, when you're in a relationship, a friendship with somebody for that long, and it ends because of a significant other of that person cheating on them, it's pretty. I don't know. It's a tough call. I think personally, I would have to tell her. I think I would call out my friend initially.
Right. Go to them first.
For sure. Yeah, and let him know, like, flat out that this needs to stop, and if you don't tell her, I will, that sort of situation.
See, I was cheated on by someone, and a friend came to me and told me that he was cheating. And I took it out on the friend for every reason under the book. I was mad that they were the one telling me, and I was mad at the fact that they waited so long and that they were part of this, and the messenger was just there, and I wanted to shoot them. I also was worried about ulterior motives, so it was just a bad situation all around.
Yeah, that sounds completely unpleasant, and I don't envy you for that situation.
No, it was horrible.
Yeah, I don't know what I would do in that situation.
And
either.
also, I was being cheated on.
Right, yeah, I know. There's no clear win. Well, there's clearly a winner there, but it wasn't you, I guess. Yeah.
It was not me.
Yeah, it was decidedly not you. I had at least the good fortune of the friend that I was talking to. He and I weren't super close, so even if he did cut ties with me, it wasn't a big loss. We just worked together. So I had that going for me, at least. There was no history there.
Did you believe the messenger?
No, that's the thing. I didn't believe it for a long time. And it wasn't until we broke up that really afterwards I kind of realized, like, oh, it was like the whole time I was being cheated on. So that was fun.
It sounds fun.
Yeah. It was good times. I feel really good about it. Hey, Brad. Oh, by the way, Brad walked in. Say hi, Brad.
Hi, Brad.
Okay. Brad, have you ever cheated on someone?
I have. I cheated someone back when I was in high school. First time doing so in a long-term high school relationship. You guys know how that goes. I actually cheated on the person I was dating with a person who I had previously been dating, and we had actually just recently broke up. I started dating someone new. I cheated on the someone new with the ex. And at the time, I'm not gonna lie, at the time, it was exhilarating. The actual cheating time, I was like, oh my gosh, like, 2 girls right now, not like at the same time.
So how interesting. We have me over here who felt super guilty and terrible and was in a huge depression for years afterwards. And then we have Brad, who's just an all-around dick.
I felt exhilarated.
I just walked in the
It
room.
was a huge turn on.
I was just asked that question.
Got a
But
boner
the
thinking about it.
The actual cheating part itself, during the internal part, we could say, I was feeling pretty great, like on top of the world. But it did grow to be like worsening on the inside. I'm like, oh wow, what did I just do? That was really terrible. but at first it was exhilarating.
Did you come clean?
I did eventually. I did eventually come clean, and that's kind of a follow-up situation. Afterwards, it wasn't a good thing. I felt terrible. I had realized what I had done to our relationship. I realized what I had done to the individual I was dating, and it was a pretty big aftershock. There was a lot of big mess afterwards.
Do you ever cheat on anybody else after that?
Oh, no, actually. There was...
Well, I'm so surprised.
Yeah, you're...
It was your life, but you're
As
like,
much-
actually, come to think of it, no, I didn't.
As much as
So
I loved it,
Well, I mean, there was a time that it was like, okay, so you're in a relationship with someone and you're talking to someone else, but it's just simple flirtation. But the flirtation, you're like, oh, maybe it can go somewhere, maybe it can't. You know, it's just the first stages of flirtation.
to me, that's flirting. That's cheating.
Yeah.
That's flirting.
No, it's cheating.
It grew to the point where I'm like, okay, I need to either focus on A or B. So I actually became an adult in that situation.
Oh, look at you growing.
And yeah, exactly.
Learning.
And I told the person, like, hey, you know, there's some feels for another person. I think I'm going to talk to them and not talk to you. Sorry that other person happens to be your cousin. It might be uncomfortable.
I might be a dick.
Well, it was funny because, you know, I'd been talking to this girl for a while. Well, not for months and months. I'd been talking to this girl for like a week or so, while my girlfriend at the time was on vacation.
Mm.
Brad.
I know.
Like, I'm trying to find redeeming qualities about you.
So, note to all you ladies listening. Watch out for Brad.
Also, note, Brad has grown in his age, his very old age.
How many years
He's
ago
a
was
wise
that one?
person. Oh, that was about 4 years ago.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like, no, last week.
You learn from your mistakes. I was talking to my current girlfriend's cousin, which also I didn't know that was her cousin until...
Wait a minute, you have a girlfriend?
At the time, my current girlfriend at the time.
Oh, I was like...
Brad is still single.
Remember, he's been oh so alone.
That's what I was... Yeah.
Yeah,
Very-
missed
I
all
was
that.
sad. I was
I've
gonna
heard
have
good
to-
things. Yeah.
But I had confessed to my sins, and I told her I was talking to someone else, and I pursued that someone else.
How'd that
Come
go?
to find out that someone else was kind of just like a one-hit wonder situation. I'm like, oh wow, well, I had a pretty decent relationship going on there, and I broke it off to mess around with this girl's cousin, and single again.
Look at you.
He is a winner.
You live and you learn.
Oh, karma.
At the very least, you live. So we have some other questions here that I want to pull up. Actually, instead of questions, I found this BuzzFeed quiz, and it's more like a questionnaire. How many of these 15 things do you think are cheating? We're going to answer them.
All together?
Brad,
All together.
Sarah,
I don't think we're
calling
going
it
to
now.
agree.
None.
Okay, your partner flirts with someone over text, but never meets them.
Cheating.
Cheating. Seth.
Cheating.
Brad.
Define the flirtation.
No, this is- Okay.
DTF.
Send nudes or, hey, how you doing? I just woke up.
No, you don't send a good morning text to anyone besides your significant other.
What
Yeah.
about- what if it's your mother? What if you're just like, hey, mom?
And stop
No.
flirting
I have
with your mom.
so many times
turn
I
into
have,
Johnny.
Yeah, I'm not
I've
gonna
asked
Johnny.
my boss, hey, good morning. How are you doing today?
Your
Okay.
female married boss?
Guys, there's 15 of these. We're not going to get through them if we just keep picking it
All
apart.
right, we've got to speed round these suckers.
Okay, your partner goes for coffee with someone they fancy. Well, if they fancy them, that's cheating.
cheating.
Yeah.
Okay. Your partner gives their number to someone they fancy.
Yet again, if they fancy them, then it's cheating.
The
It's-
word
This is
fancy
what
at
you
the
get
end
for
of
going
the
to
statement
BuzzFeed
is
for
yes.
anything.
Stupid bullshit.
Unless you want to know like what
It's
kind
so
of toast you would
user-friendly.
be. Well, yeah, it's user friendly because it's dumbed down garbage.
Your partner has been texting someone they fancy and then deleting their messages after.
Cheating.
I think this one's good, guys.
This is all loaded.
This is good.
All these are loaded.
I think the person who wrote this has been hurt.
Yeah, a lot.
Okay, your partner downloads a dating app but never meets anybody from them. We've talked about this. Seth's friend needs to stop getting on dating apps.
It's true. But I want
Cheating.
context because maybe it's for funsies, Maggie.
Oh, guys. I'm so sorry. to the universe. Your partner logs into a chat room and starts talking sexually with strangers.
Oh my gosh. Like, really?
You know what? It's fine. Fuck it.
Not cheating.
Okay, this doesn't seem like you're surprised to find the person logged in. If you knew about it, I'm not going to call that cheating. Okay. I'm glad we all agree with the silence.
Yep.
Your partner logs onto a webcam site and masturbates on camera. This is a
I
gray area to
literally was
me.
thinking that exact same question right there.
To me, I'm like,
I don't think that's cheating.
Maybe you're just
It's
an
a wit-
exhibition. We do not shame fetishes.
Can they
here.
see-
Exactly. No
Yeah,
fetish
no
shaming.
shaming.
can
No
the guy masturbating see the people watching him? I think that changes the game.
No, the
No,
people
that's not
cannot
how
see
camera
you.
sites
Then that's not cheating to
That's
me.
not cheating.
It's just a kink.
Now, you cannot be cool with that. That could be a deal breaker for you, but not cheating.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Exactly.
Your partner follows someone they fancy on social media. Not cheating.
Not cheating.
No, it's fine.
Bree?
No.
Okay. Your partner sexts somebody else but never meets them. That's dumb.
That's
It
very
didn't
cheating.
say someone else they fancied, though.
Right.
It's true. It's just somebody else.
Grandma!
Yeah.
There's somebody that did not care about in any way, shape, or form.
Your partner sends nudes to someone but never meets them.
Cheating.
Yeah.
It's the same thing. That's what sexting is.
Except
No,
with pictures
sexting's
instead of
different words.
Yeah, whatever.
It's
Go
a
on.
romance novel, but with emojis. Your partner kisses someone else.
Well, no shit.
What
Well,
kind of kiss? Is it like a little cheeky kiss? Is
Hey,
it like a French or a Spanish greeting kiss?
yeah, like a
Was
kiss
it,
on the cheek.
was it a group drunk night at the bar and your significant other was there?
Brad, not everyone gets in a big kissing orgy when they're drunk like you do.
Yeah, it sounds like
That's
something.
cheating.
That's a nightly routine.
Just lips and teeth and tongue, baby.
What if it was with a
Oh,
guy?
okay.
It's so uncomfortable. He sends me messages of like his friend with hickeys on him. From Brad.
From me.
Still single.
It wasn't intentional.
Ladies? Question mark?
It's nasty. Okay, your partner. You're so lonely.
We had a good time.
Your partner cuddles spoons with someone else. To me, cuddling and spooning are two different things. But I'm gonna go say it's not great.
It's cheating.
That's warning. Okay. Your partner has oral sex with someone else.
That's
That-
so not
No,
cheating.
Totally
definitely
fine.
cheating. That's
Yeah, it's fine.
totally cool.
Fellatio is
How
okay.
else?
It's not sex.
How else are you supposed to say hi?
Right, yeah.
Right.
It's like a mouth hug.
I missed you. Well, your partner has penetrative sex with someone else. That's just how you say, thank you for the leftovers you gave me.
Yeah, it's very,
And then point your heels to Jesus.
it's very European.
Okay, well, those are all the questions.
They were all terrible.
It literally led up to like the worst and the worst. I mean,
I think it was a
it wasn't
build-up.
consistent.
It was a build-up.
I feel like you need to be consistent with like legitimate. Are these cheating or not cheating?
And some of them
When
didn't
you're
even fancy.
when you're boning someone else, that's cheating.
Well, now we know, Brad. Thank God we took the test.
We would have never known this otherwise.
Yeah, clearly.
Alrighty, well, it looks like that's all the time we have. But if you have any other questions you'd like to ask us, or if you have opinions about our answers, again, sorry about the Tinder thing, you can reach us on Twitter at TalkCtoMe.
You can also follow us on Instagram or Facebook by searching our show, Talk Consensually to Me.
Okay, ready? We're going to get this. 1, 2.
I thought we shared this one. I mean, switch. You do this one.
I can't read.
Oh, this is a hot mess. Again.
No, let's just say thanks for listening. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thanks for listening. Say bye, guys.
Bye, guys. See ya.